Spring break here at College of the Canyons, but softball still in action as we get ready for Western State Conference South Division action. College of the Canyons and LA Mission College here from Whitten Field. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along as we get ready to go here today. Get you right to the starting lineups for at least LA Mission College. As Chris Highland, the head coach, sending Tatiana Valenzuela, Erica Denise, Melanie Mora, and then the four-hitter Emily Wagner, the second baseman, followed by Andrea Nora, the catcher, Rachel Lowry, the third baseman, Monse Zapata, the DP today, Adriana Hernandez, the left fielder, and Daniela Martinez, the right fielder, with Julia Burnham in the flex position, playing center field today for LA Mission College. They will face Anais Perez getting the start for College of the Canyons today. Perez this season 8-9 with a 5.19 ERA, 112 innings pitched, 102 runs with 83 of them earned, 49 walks, 33 strikeouts, a whip of 1.9, an average this season against of 329. She's given up 6 home runs, but we'll get the start today. This is an important game, all things considered, for College of the Canyons, as they are still very tight in the WSC South standings. Antelope Valley pretty much running away with the top spot for now, the 14th ranked team in the state of California at 8-0. But Citrus at 6-3, Canyons at 5-3. The Cougars just a game behind Citrus. Citrus a better overall record right now. But the Cougars just a spot behind them at 5-3. They don't have any more games yet between those two teams this season, and they are tied in terms of head-to-head, a game apiece. So it's up to who has the better record or who has the better record against common opponents. Bakersfield just behind them at 5-4. LA Mission, Glendale, and LA Valley rounding out the top, or the 7-team Western State Conference South Division standings. So we'll start with LA Mission at the plate. Tatiana Valenzuela going to get the game kicked off here for LA Mission College. Valenzuela, this is season 355 average. It's the first pitch in for a called strike. We are underway just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 2:03 the first pitch. A called strike from Anais Perez. Valenzuela this season, 9 doubles, 2 home runs. Fouls this one back to the screen. 22 runs batted in, an on-base percentage of .380, a slugging of .529. She waits on an 0-2 pitch from Anais Perez. Misses just on the outside. Another pitch on the outer area of the plate just misses. So moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. As this ball hit in the air towards right center field, cruising in is Jocelyn Jimenez to make the catch, and that's the first out. Gives us a chance to set the Canyons defense. Giselle Marita at first. Jordan Shepard at second. Belinda Lujano playing shortstop today. And Jasmine Soriano at third. Janice Jimenez in left. Jocelyn in center. And Krista Vierik in right. Amber Phillips behind the plate. As one away. First pitch swinging a line drive. Scooped off the ground to throw to first base just for good measure. As Erica Denise, the best hitting batter in the LA Mission lineup, lines out to Jasmine Soriano on the first pitch. So we'll get back to Denise later. 2 quick outs here in the inning. And here's Melanie Mora, 346 hitter this season. Just 2 extra base hits and 14 runs batted in. 27 hits and just 78 at bats on the year for her. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it up the third base line.
Could you do me a favor? Could you slide that way with that? You're actually blocking my camera a little bit for the live stream. Thank you.
This ball hit towards second base. That's going to get over the head of Shepard. Nothing Vieira can do but fire it in. And so Mora has a base hit. So a 2-out single, and we'll go to the 4-hitter for LA Mission and Emily Wagner. 333 this year. 9 doubles and a home run. Takes the first pitch on the outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Wagner on base about 40% of the time this season. For Canyons and Anais Perez, who's getting the start here today. Started in game number 2 against, or game number 1, excuse me, against Cerritos. Went 6 innings, gave up 12 hits and 7 runs in the ball game. Over the last 5, her last 5 as this one popped up. We'll actually finish that thought later as this one on the infield. The shortstop Lujano makes the play. And that'll end the inning. It'll bring us a chance for Canyons to come to the plate. As no score for LA Mission in their half of the first. And we'll get you the Canyons lineup. Belinda Lujano, the shortstop, will lead things off. She'll be followed by Jocelyn Jimenez in center field. And then Janice, her sister, right behind her, playing left field once again today. In the 4th spot, Krista Vieira moves up the lineup just a bit. Followed by Jordan Shepard back in there again, as she's been battling some injuries on and off this season. Giselle Marita, the first baseman, batting in the 6th spot. Jasmine Soriano will hit 7th. Amber Phillips, the catcher, in the 8th spot. And Yahali Gonzalez is the DP today for John Wismath, the Canyons head coach. Erica Denise will get the start inside the circle today for LA Mission. Denise 4-7 this season with an ERA of 4.7. In 79 innings, she's given up 66 runs, 53 of them earned with 12 walks and 15 strikeouts. A whip of 1.57. She's given up 122 hits this season. So Belinda Lujano will start things off for College of the Canyons. Lujano this season, 392, 6 doubles, 3 triples. She's driven in 20 runs. She's been in and out of that top spot. It's been her, it's been Jocelyn Jimenez, it's been Yahali Gonzalez, all of them kind of playing through that position in the lineup so far this season. But she gets the start in the leadoff spot today as we go to work. First pitch to the slap-hitting lefty or up high, I should say. Thought the umpire was signaling a strike, but he was fixing his mask. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The home plate umpire today is Scott Matthews. The field umpire is Kent Jacobs. 1 ball, no strikes here to Lujano as she waits on the 1-0 pitch, shows bunt, takes it back, takes a called strike, and it's 1-1. 40 hits this season for Lujano. She's got 11 stolen bases, 25 walks, and 10 strikeouts. 3rd in the state in walks this season with those 25. She hits this one on the ground towards second. It'll get off the glove and by Wagner. And Lujano likely credited with a base hit as Wagner had to make a tough step on a 1-hopper to her left and just couldn't snare it. So leadoff runner aboard here in the first for Canyons. So we'll go to Jocelyn Jimenez. It will show bunt. Bunts it in front of the plate. This is going to be a base hit as it's thrown out into right field by the catcher, Nora. Lujano will head to third. So it's a base hit for Jimenez. An error on Nora as she threw it to an unoccupied base as everybody from the LA Mission defense crashing down. And Canyons will put runners on the corners here right away in the first inning for their most dangerous bat in Janice Jimenez. Jimenez, one of the state leaders in hits this season. She's hitting .486 so far this year with 12 doubles, 8 triples, a home run, 33 runs batted in, 52 hits so far on the year. As she has a chance to get Canyons on the board. Her sister in motion on the pitch. She'll have a stolen base as Mission cuts it off in front to try and keep Canyons from running the old double steal play. So runners on second and third, here. And Janice Jimenez a chance to drive in a couple. She knocks this one up the middle for a base hit. She'll try for second on the throw to the plate, and she'll get there as Burnham just fired it in. But Canyons with a 1-0 lead, and LA Mission already coming out for a conference here from the dugout. So an RBI base hit for Janice Jimenez. She advances to second on the throw. Jocelyn had to hold up as the ball was right at her and was not sure if the shortstop would make the play, although I think if you would ask John Wismath and Jocelyn Jimenez, she should have scored on that ball. Nonetheless, it's a 1-0 Canyons lead. As an RBI base hit, and the Cougars quickly out in front. 3 at-bats, 3 hits. And here comes Krista Vierik now. Vierik hitting .345 this season, has driven in 14 runs herself and 2 more out there with speedy base runners at second and third in the Jimenez sisters. For Janice, her 34th RBI of the season. Vierik takes a pitch up and in. She's 36th in the state in runs batted in so far this year. 2 balls and no strikes to count here to Vierik. She'll hit this one out into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Jimenez trying to score. The throw from the right fielder up the line. Vierik advancing to second. And Canyons 2 more runs on the board. A 2 RBI base hit for Krista Vierik. And it's already 3-0 COC with nobody out here. So the initial play from Belinda Lujano scored E4. So 1 unearned run in the inning, but 3 across for Canyons. Two more runs coming home as Janice and Jocelyn scoring on the RBI base hit from Krista Vierik. Good piece of hitting from Vierik, just scoops it out into right field for 2 runs batted in. And Giselle Marita now coming to the plate with Vierik out at second base. Marita takes the first pitch for a called strike. Giselle, .248 this season, but she's done such a good job defensively. It's kept her in the lineup. Actually, no, this is incorrect. I actually have my lineup incorrect here. Jordan Shepard now at the plate. So Shepard 284 this year. Got to get that adjusted. That one misses down. So Shepard, behind here, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swings and fouls this one away. Wait again on a 1-2 pitch here to Shepard. Swings and hits this one on the ground. That one's going to get by. A diving shortstop in Mora. Vieira going to try and score and will. It's a base hit for Shepard and an RBI. The Canyons offense rolling here. Another run batted in. And now we go to Giselle Merida. Hitting .248 this season. Shepard sits at first, not running on the pitch. Now runner in motion, throw down to second base, not in time as Shepard in underneath it. So Shepard with a stolen base, and Canyons has everything working here early on. Already a 4-0 lead, and another runner in scoring position. John Wismath and company not messing around here early on in this ball game, knowing they need a win and would like to do it quickly. This one popped up out into right center field. Burnham makes the play. Throw to third, not in time. Productive out for the first out as Giselle Merida flies out to center field, 1 away. Takes us to Jasmine Soriano here. Soriano batting .313. Hits with a runner in scoring position and a chance to try and get Canyons one more. Takes the first pitch. That one in for a called strike. It's this one on the ground towards second. Diving stop by Wagner, but it does score a Canyons run. So 2 productive outs in a row for COC. They've put up a 5 spot in the inning. And here's Amber Phillips, .351 this season. Two doubles, 12 RBIs for Phillips. Canyons Hitting it hard against Denise. This one kicks off the heel of Lowry, and Phillips will be aboard on an error. So the Cougars have batted around here in the first. Phillips aboard. And here's Yahali Gonzalez. First pitch to Gonzalez misses down and away. Gonzalez this season, .318. It's 27 hits and 85 at bats. Started the season kind of flexed around as the DP. This one foul up third base side. But has found herself a full-time spot in the lineup after Canyons lost Alexia Miranda due to injury for the season. Gonzalez and her experience became ever more important for John Wismath, as she was able to become a steady presence at the bottom of the lineup, almost acting as a second leadoff hitter. This one chopped on the ground towards second. That'll end the inning. A big Canyons inning, though, as they get 5. One full in the books. 5-0 COC.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Excellent first for COC. They get 5 runs in the first inning. And now LA Mission finds themselves well behind. Going into the second, Andrea Nora will lead things off. As the wind has all of a sudden shown up here at Whitten Field. Zanais Perez finds herself with a big early lead here now. First pitch misses. 77 degrees at first pitch today. Partly cloudy. And some wind at times here, as Perez delivery fouled away. The 1-1 misses up. So 2 balls and 1 strike here from Anais Perez. This ball hit out into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Vierik wanted to try and throw towards first, but Andrea Nora has the second hit to right field here in the ballgame for LA Mission. Their second hit of the day, and they have the leadoff runner aboard here in their half of the second inning. Good piece of hitting that time by Nora. Brings us to Rachel Lowry, .294 this season for the right-handed hitting third baseman. 10 doubles and 2 home runs. First pitch in for a called strike. Two balls and 1 strike to count here. This ball hit up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit for Lowry. Nothing that Jimenez can do, but back-to-back singles for LA Mission. And the Eagles trying to get something started here in their half of the second inning. After a big 5-run first for COC, back-to-back Eagle hits from the 5 and the 6 hitter. Both well-hit balls as well. And now Canyons will conference here as Munzi Zapata will come to the plate. 0 for 3 this year is Zapata. Has not had a lot of at-bats, but gets the opportunity here today as the DP. So runners on first and second here. Nobody out for Mission. Zapata fouls this one off the third base side. Pitch from Perez misses down, makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. And now Anais Perez finds herself in some trouble here. And she's behind 3 balls and 1 strike to Munzi Zapata. And Zapata will walk. The bases loaded now for LA Mission in their half of the second inning. And so all that goodwill from Canyons in the first spoiled here to start in this second. First walk of the day issued by Anais Perez. They'll run for Zapata with the flex. So as we see often in softball, the flex switching with the DP on. Bases loaded here for Adriana Hernandez. 288 this season for Hernandez. She's driven in 12 runs. A chance to try and pick up at least 1, and a good chance for LA Mission to get themselves right back in the ball game as Anais Perez's first pitch misses up. This one fouled away. This one hit to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Mission will get one. They'll send the runner. Relay throw cut off. Adriana Hernandez, a 2 RBI single as Nora and Lowry score. And the bottom of the LA Mission lineup doing damage here as they get right back in this ball game. It's now 5-2. Still nobody out in the inning. All of a sudden, Canyons finds themselves on their heels at the plate here in this, or in the defensive side of the field, I should say. So this pitch chopped. Shortstop Lujano's throw gets away from Merida. And Daniela Martinez reaches and drives in a run. And John Wismath going to pop his head out of the dugout now and try and settle down not only Anais Perez, but I think the entire team right now. As the Wheels, after a great first offensively, have fallen off. Scored an E6 on Belinda Lujano here. It results in a 2-base error. And back to the top of the LA Mission order for second and third for Tatiana Valenzuela. So all of a sudden, an early 5-0 lead now evaporates to a 5-3 advantage in the bottom half for Canyons. Both teams making errors, both teams having trouble in the circle, and some good contact from both offenses. And the base is loaded once again. Here is another walk from Anais Perez, and I think that's going to spell the end of her day. As John Wismath calling for Akane Gonzalez. So a quick hook here for John Wismath. And it comes right away here in the second inning. So we go to Akane Gonzalez now. Bases loaded, nobody out for Mission. Gonzalez this season. 14 starts, 18 appearances, 11-5 record with an ERA of 2.52. In 91 innings, 43 runs, 33 of them earned with 30 walks and 41 strikeouts. And she'll come in out of the bullpen here to try and settle down Canyons defensively. First pitch from Akane Gonzalez in for a strike. This one hit on the ground towards third. Canyon's going to come to the plate and get one, and that's all they will get. But it's actually a very good play from Soriano to come to the plate. She thought about stepping on third, which she probably could have, and tagged, and then had a tag play at the plate in plenty of time, but just takes the out. This one hit on the ground towards third again. Canyons will come to the plate and get one, but then it's thrown out into right field. Scoring from third base this time is Daniela Martinez. And you put yourself runners at first and third here. So Akane Gonzalez getting 2 ground ball outs. And here's Emily Wagner. Two balls, no strikes here. It's Akane Gonzalez back to work. This one popped up. Center field. Jenny Jimenez calling for it. Scratch that, Jocelyn Jimenez calling for it, makes the play. Mission bats around, though. It's a 5-4 ball game here in the second. Bottom half of the second here as we go back to work. this fixed. As Belinda Lujano back to the plate. Canyons hit around in their half of the first. LA Mission countered by doing the same in their half of the second. And Belinda Lujano has a chop single on the infield. For her first hit of the ball game, reached on an error and came around to score in the second. And she's got a base hit and Canyons in business. Excellent job by the slap hitter for a little chop base hit single. Jimenez a base hit back in her first at bat on a bunt. Bunting again here, and this time Mission does a much better job cleaning it up, as it's a sacrifice bunt for Jimenez. Moves Lujano. As Wagner covering first base that time. One away here for Janice Jimenez. RBI single back in the first, which seems like it was a long time ago, but it was just a half inning ago. It's solidly on the ground up the middle and takes the first pitch from Erica Denise for a ball. This one hit on the ground. Collected by the shortstop, Mora. And fires over to first to get Jimenez. A productive out puts the runner at third base, but there are two away now. Mission has battled their way back, and we've got a ball game. Here's Krista Vieira, 2 RBI single back in the first. Vieira, first pitch swinging, has a solid line drive, single out to center. Another run batted in for Krista Vieira. We switched the cameras incorrectly. We apologize for that. But Vieira, an RBI base hit. Unfortunately, I'm a one-man show, so sometimes I get lost in 3 things and miss what we need to have. Regardless, an RBI hit from Krista Vieira. Her 3rd RBI already in the ball game. And now Jordan Shepard comes to the plate. So Vieira, whale of a game here early on. Shepard, who had an RBI single in the first, swings and hits a line drive out into left center field. That's going to get to the wall. Vieira going to try and score from first. Relay throw from Burnham to Mora, not going to be even tried. It's an RBI double for Jordan Shepard, and Canyons adds another as Shepard hits it solidly. So Shepard now with 2 RBIs. Here's Giselle Merida, takes a called strike. 2 away, Canyons adds 2 back. Lujano and Vieira both scoring. Merida fouls that one off the end of the bat. Field positioned very straight away here. This one a chopper towards third. Lowry's throw gets off the glove of Valenzuela and will extend the inning for Canyons here as what should have been the third out instead brings Jasmine Soriano to the plate with runners on the corners. Fourth error already in the ballgame on LA Mission. It's the fourth error on Valenzuela. And now Soriano a chance to try and bust this one right back open with runners on the corners. Soriano 1 for 4 in game 2 against Cerritos. She was 1 for 4 in the LA Mission, or the game against LA Mission previously with a double. Just 3 for her last 13, and 12 for 28 over the last 10 games of the season. Waits on a 2-0. That one misses away. Now she's way ahead. 3 balls and no strikes. So big spot here for Soriano, as Denise trying to get herself back into the dugout. Keep it a 3-run ball game. That was actually a 3-0. Canyon's going to try and run a double steal here. Marita still in a pickle. And instead, Marita just going to get up to second base as Mission decides to bring it back to the plate to Nora. So now second and third, 2 out there. (3-1) to Soriano for a called strike. So we go 3-2 here as Denise back to work. Soriano takes ball 4. We'll load the bases for Canyons. Wind blowing our center field camera around. First walk of the ball game issued by Denise. Here's Amber Phillips, reached on an error. That one in for a called strike. Already a back and forward game, and we're only in the second inning. Phillips waits, takes down on a 1-1. Just want to chop her towards third. Stepping on third base. For the final out is Lowry. Canyons gets a couple back. We'll go to the third. 7-4.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
There's Rachel Lowry. Sorry, we were fixing the center field camera for you. We lost it due to battery issues. We've got it back up. I'm a little out of breath, so give me a second here. Andrea Noah flied out to right field. Here's Rachel Lowry, singled and scored in the last half. It's a 7-4 ball game here in the third. That one in for a called strike. Will keep Lowry at the plate. Lowry just 4 hits in her last 16 at bats over the last 5 games. And 8 for her last 32, so a big hit from her back in the last half. She's done a good job getting on base in terms of the walk rate, 16 walks. But almost 1 for 1 walks to strikeouts, 12 strikeouts so far in the season. Just 25 hits and 85 at bats. As she waits on another pitch from Akane Gonzalez, who came in that second inning to take over for Anais Perez, who the book partially closed on Perez for the day, but in softball you can always re-enter. This ball popped up, foul territory. Phillips not able to get there. So new life for Lowry. Takes ball 4. Here's Monse Zapata. The walk by Akane Gonzalez, the first she's issued today. Zapata worked a walk back in the second. Eventually, the flex came around to score for her as they had Burnham running. Zapata this time with a base hit, and Mission right back in business again with one away in the third. With runners on first and second, bottom of the order again, doing some damage. Here's Adriana Hernandez. Gets hit by the first pitch. And the bases are loaded. Daisy Beltran out of the dugout here. So the bases once again loaded here for LA Mission, much like they had in the second inning. Tuned up the Canyons pitching staff for 4 runs in the second after Canyons tuned up Erica Denise for 5 runs in the first. Added 2 more in the second. Lots of traffic so far here in the ball game for both sides. This ball fouled away by Daniela Martinez. Reached on an error, was cut down at the plate back in the second. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. This one at this rate might be who can just outlast the other. This one, a soft line drive out into left. 1 run will score. Throw to third base is not in time, they say. As Kent Jacobson looked toward Scott Matthews for it, and Scott Matthews says no. So it's an RBI base hit. And back to the top of the order we go. Valenzuela takes the first pitch. Bases stay loaded for Mission here. Valenzuela walked and scored in the second. Pops this one up on the infield. Soriano in foul territory will make the play for the second out of the inning. It's a good play from Soriano, 2 down. Two down for the pitcher, Erica Denise, trying to help herself here. She hits this one in the air towards left. Janice Jimenez cruising over makes the play. So Mission back in the ball game, trailing by 2, 7-5. We go to the home half of the third.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Runs in all 3 innings for the game so far. 4 in the second, 1 in the third for LA Mission, 5 in the first, 2 in the second for Canyons. So 4 of the 5 halves have resulted in runs. Canyons coming back to the plate here, starting with Yali Gonzalez to face Erica Denise here in the third. Been a wild back and forth affair so far. Here's your Holly Gonzalez to start things off. Grounded to second to end the first. Swings at the first pitch, chops it towards second base. Wagner not going to be in time. Yahali Gonzalez, a leg single. And Canyon's the leadoff runner aboard here for the top of the order. Good speed from Yahali Gonzalez that time. Wagner had to move up the middle. It was going to be a tough play for her with the Gonzalez speed. And now we go to Belinda Lujano. Singled, reached on an error, has scored twice. Bunting bunts it foul on the first pitch. And she was outside the batter's box. It's an illegally batted ball, but still a strike because it's a foul ball. 0-1. Tank from Lujano that time. The Mission defense today with 4 errors in the ball game already. 57 errors now on the season. Lujano takes. Nora faking like she's going to throw behind Gonzalez, who was only about 5 steps off the bag, so decided not to. Canyon's only hitting a 10 double plays this season. Mission's only turned 4. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Lujano a chopper towards second base. Wagner this time scoops it. Productive out from Lujano as it moves the runner ahead. 1 away. Here's Jocelyn Jimenez. Sacrifice bunt and a single, a run scored. Chance to try and bring home a run for Canyons with the speedy Gonzalez out at second. First pitch misses down and away. For Denise in her last 9 2/3, coming into today, has given up 16 hits and 11 runs. Struck out just 3 over that time. Hasn't struck anybody out here today. Jimenez softly hit on the ground towards first. Valenzuela scoops and steps. Again advances a runner, but leaves 2 outs for Janice Jimenez to try and bring that runner home. Denise is yet to keep Canyons off the board in an inning. Trying to find her first blank. Has had traffic on in all 3 so far. Jimenez 1 for 2, grounded out to short. In the second, singled and scored in the first, drove in a run. This is our final home live stream for softball here at Whitten Field this season during the regular season. Jimenez lifts this one in the air to right field. Martinez drifting back will make the play. And so Denise, a clean inning in terms of runs against. 7-5, we go to the 4th from Whitten Field. Fourth we go for LA Mission. Mora, Wagner, and Nora, the scheduled hitters. Two balls and no strikes here. She might be 1-1. This one hit foul up the third base side. One ball, two strikes to count. Gonzalez back to work on the rubber in the circle. A changeup misses down and away, evens the count at 2-2. This ball chopped right back to Akane Gonzalez. Pitcher fields her position, one away. One down for Emily Wagner. It's interesting, Chris Hyland now over at first base. Last inning was at third base. He switched sides of the field a couple of times today. I don't think I've seen a coach do that. I've seen him rotate things around, but Hyland over at first base now working. Here's Wagner 0 for 2, popped out twice. Once to center and once to the shortstop. Been an error-filled ball game for both sides today. Two errors on Canyons, 4 so far on Mission. Wagner, 6 for her last 16 now. Softly lined up the first base side foul. Coming into the game, 6 for 14, was on a bit of a hot streak. 3-game hitting streak intact at the moment. 11 for her last 33 now over the last 10 games for LA Mission. Sent 10 runs batted in. This is a Mission team that has won 3 in a row. After they had lost 9 in a row, they had given up 10 runs in 4 straight games before this little 3-game win streak. This one a soft roller to Akane Gonzalez. Pair of groundouts back to the pitcher for 2 away. And here's Andrea Nora. It's interesting. You look at Mission's schedule. Started the season a 4-0 win over Ventura, but then lost the next 4. Beat Saddleback in the second half of a doubleheader. Lost the next 5. Then won 8 in a row before losing that 9 in a row. So it's just been a roller coaster of a year for Chris Hyland and company. During that winning streak, they were rolling on offense. 16 runs, 10 runs, 11 runs, 16 runs, 9 runs, 15 runs. And then during the losing streak, they were struggling in the circle. 11 runs, 10 runs, 10 runs, 10 runs, 10 runs, and 10 runs against. So it's just, again, it has been a roller coaster of a year for this squad that's 13-18, 3-5 in conference play, trailing 7-5. Andrea Nora here at the plate. 1 for 2 with the runs scored. Singled to start the festivities in the second for Mission. Pretty far ahead here, 3-1. Second walk issued by Akane Gonzalez, a 2-out walk. Never like those. Takes us back to Rachel Lowry. Walked and scored, singled and scored, 1 for 1. Singled to center field back in the second. Cannot check her swing. It's a strike. Nora this season, 7 stolen bases. Mission offensively runs a decent amount, not as much as Canyons. 37 stolen base attempts, or 37 stolen bases on 45 attempts. But you would think maybe to challenge here, trailing by 2, even with 2 outs in this 4th inning, as Canyons only has thrown out about 14% of base runners this season. 43 stolen bases on 50 attempts against so far this year, just 7 runners caught. This ball popped up. Jordan Shepard has it, and that is the end of the inning. So Mission a 2-out walk, nothing else. 3.5 in the books. Canyons come to the plate leading 7-5.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
First time today we've had back-to-back half innings without a run. Bottom half of the 4th here, Canyons coming to work. Canyons will go Vierick, Shepard, and Giselle Merida here in their half of the 4th inning. Vierick, 2 hits in 2 at-bats, both singles, 3 runs batted in. 3, 4, and 5 today. Have driven in 6 of the Canyons' runs. This ball hit in the air to left center field, and coming across to make an excellent play is Burnham, the center fielder, to take away a base hit from Vierick. 1 away. One down for Jordan Shepard. She's driven in a couple of runs today, single and a double. So we said 6 of the 7 runs that have been driven in today by Canyons have come from 3, 4, and 5. And 5 of the 7 have come from the 4 and the 5 hitters in Vierick and Shepard. First pitch to Jordan Shepard, in for a called strike. It's 0-1. Shepard, as we said, been in and out of the lineup, has had some issues in the lower leg for a little bit, but is doing much better here right now. Just hitting .284 on the season, but those 2 hits today will help speed things up. Hit that one hard foul. She's seen the ball very well today, as every time she's hit the ball, she's hit it hard. Just 8 for her last 27 coming into the day. But 2 hits in as many at-bats. Had a single, or a home run and 3 runs batted in against LA Mission the last time up. Her only home run of the season. These 2 teams played in a Canyons victory back on March 17th. This one just down the third base line, foul. Just missed the chalk line, so Shepard will come back mere inches from extra bases once again. Shepard stays alive. Shepard pokes this one foul down the third base or first base side. Just fighting here, a battle between her and Denise. This one chopped on the ground towards short. Mora, good play, gets her by a step. First time today, 4 and 5 have not reached base. 2 quick outs. Giselle Marita out of the plate. Flew out to center, reached on an error. Stole a base as well. This ball popped up on the infield. Lowry makes the play. 1-2-3 inning for Erica Denise. 4 in the books. 7-5 Canyons as we go to the 5th. Zapata, Hernandez, Martinez to face Akane Gonzalez here. That one in for a strike. Zapata fouls this one away down the third base side. Two just misses away from Gonzalez. Maybe partially up and out of the zone as well. This one hit a line shot right at Soriano, who makes the play one away. Good swing from Zapata, though. One down for Adriana Hernandez. First pitch swinging, this one lifted in the air. Shallow center field. Jocelyn Jimenez in to make the play, 2 down. So after all the excitement over the first 2 and a half, really, we have had zeros. And the bottom of the third, the entire fourth, and so far the top of the fifth with 2 down for Daniela Martinez. Wind shaking the camera out there. This one hit through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Martinez, her second hit of the ball game. 2-out base runner for LA Mission. And again, I just noticed Chris Highland on the other side of the field here in the 5th. Tatiana Valenzuela. 0 for 2 today. Flew out, popped out on the infield, walked and scored. Spot for her to try and extend an inning. Akane Gonzalez, since coming in, has given up a run. And 3 hits and 2 walks. This ball lifted in the air, shallow left center field. Janice Jimenez, though, cruising again, makes the play. Her and her sister covering a lot of ground out there in left and center. So a blank again for LA Mission in the 5th. We go to the bottom half, still 7-5. Soriano, first pitch swinging, has a base hit. As we work in the bottom half of the 5th inning here. Soriano, a solid single up the middle. It'll bring us to Amber Phillips. First hit of the ball game for Jasmine Soriano. Phillips 0 for 2, has reached twice, but on a fielder's choice and an error. See if John Wismath opts to play a little small ball. We'll let Phillips swing. She'll hit a chopper towards third. Lowry to second. They only get Soriano at second, as the throw was low and Wagner did all she could to keep it from getting out into right field. So 1 down, Phillips on again, but on a fielder's choice again. John Wismath gonna pinch run. Rohan El-Hamamse will pinch run. Gonzalez on in the 3rd, but was stranded at 3rd. 1 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch. Throw out into center field, but Nora lucky that Hamanse was back to first base already. The dugout kind of messed her up on that one, yelling runner, even though it was just a couple of hard steps. Gonzalez takes a strike. This one hit on the ground. Wagner, good scoop. Flip with the glove onto first, not in time. That was an excellent play from Wagner at second base. Gets the lead runner for the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order with Belinda Lujano now. A web gem for Emily Wagner. Lujano showing bunt, drags it back, takes a strike. Couple of runs scored for Lujano on a 1 for 2 day. Reached on an error back in the 1st, scored the opening run of the game. Throwing behind Yahali Gonzalez, and she's back just in time. This one chopped towards second. Wagner active this inning. 3 good plays from her to account for outs. 5th inning in the books. Still 7-5. We go to the 6th. Here from Whitten Field. Here we go to the 6th. Denise, Mora, and Wagner due up for LA Mission. Mission, one of the closer games they've had here at Whitten Field, which is really this season. It's been a house of, or this year, or I shouldn't say this year, or this season, I should say since 2013. Whitten Field has been a house of horrors for LA Mission. Just one win in 15 games. Only 4 of those games have been decided by 3 runs or less. Their only win was actually in 2023, a 9-5 win in 9 innings. First pitch swinging, Denise, a deep ball. That one is gone. A solo home run for the pitcher, Denise, as she helps herself with her 3rd home run of the season. And all of a sudden, LA Mission back within a run. So a solo home run from Erica Denise on the first pitch of the 6th inning. Mission finds themselves within a run. Canyons has had the better of this series all time, 23-5. But the last 7 have been really close. Canyons with 4 wins, just 3 for LA Mission, but a tight series over the last few years. Mora, a single, a fielder's choice. And grounded back to the pitcher. Canyons bats have gone silent since their outburst in the first 2. 7 runs of the first 2 innings, nothing since. Mission chipping away with 4 in the 2nd and 1 in the 3rd, 1 here in the 6th. For Akane Gonzalez, the home run against, the 4th of the year. It's a 3-1 in for a strike. Shows a little rattled after the home run. Needs to just pound the strike zone here. Make LA Mission beat you. They've shown the bats are working today, though, to the tune of 6 runs. This one hit foul. The count goes to 3-2. They'll pinch run here. Juliana Barrios will pinch run. This is a base hit for Emily Wagner. Excellent bunt from Wagner. Got it past Akane Gonzalez. And Mission now in business here in the 6th. Wagner with a base hit on a bunt single. Walks always hurt you. Now some speed out on the base pass, and Barrios out at second base. Andrea Nora now at the plate. 2 on, nobody out. Nora bunting. Bunts in front of the plate. Phillips will throw it to third. A sacrifice bunt. Well done. Mission with 1 away and runners at second and third. Now go to work. There's Rachel Lowry, singled back in the second. Walked and scored as well in the third. First pitch misses down. The tying run at third, just 60 feet away. The go-ahead run at second, with 1 away for Mission. They have yet to lead in the ball game, have trailed the whole way. Connie Gonzalez now needs to get herself out of a jam. The leadoff home run from Denise here in the 6th. A walk to Melanie Mora. A beautifully placed bunt single by Emily Wagner. A sacrifice by Andrea Nora. And now Barrios, who came in a pinch run for Mora, stands at third. Wagner now at second. Lowry at the plate. Waits on a 1-1 pitch from Akane Gonzalez. Misses outside, 2-1. Mission trying to make it 4 wins in a row. Canyon's trying to make it 3 in a row in an important game in the Western State Conference, as we talked about in terms of the standings. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Lowry. Pop up to right. Vierick coming in, charges, throws to the plate. It is not in time, and we are tied at 7. A sacrifice fly ball from Rachel Lowry. The throw from Vierick was on line, and just a good slide from Barrios from third base. As she comes in to score, Phillips just could not lay the tag on her. And a sacrifice fly ball, a run batted in for Rachel Lowry. 2 outs and a runner on third for Zapata now. And Zapata hits this one into left center field. That one's going to be trouble in the gap. LA Mission has their first lead at 8-7. Zapata trying for second. She's in there with a leg double. And John Wismath going to go back here to Anais Perez. So you end the day for Kane Gonzalez. So you can close the book on Akane Gonzalez, or partially close it anyway. So 5 2/3 for Akane Gonzalez today. And right now is on the hook for the loss. So Perez only pitched an inning. Now hits with a runner at second base and 2 out, or pitches with a runner at second base, I should say, and 2 outs. Facing Adriana Hernandez here. Perez misses down. This is what Canyons has to go with here, unless they want to go to Cassandra Farrow, who's hasn't been used very often at all this season. Perez gave up a hit to Hernandez to right field back in the second inning. This one fouled off into the screen over the top of the LA Mission dugout. Four runs against so far for Akane Gonzalez. Walked 3 in the ball game. Didn't strike anybody out. This ball gets away from Phillips. And Perez reading ball in the dirt. Or excuse me, Zapata reading ball in the dirt advances ahead. Three balls and 1 strike to count to Adriana Hernandez. This one chopper towards third. Soriano collects and fires. Anais Perez gets the out needed. Canyons finds themselves trailing 8-7 here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Canyons finding themselves trailing for the first time today. We'll send Jocelyn Jimenez, Janice Jimenez, and Krista Vierik to the plate. Erica Denise now finds herself in the lead for the first time today after a 3-run 6th from LA Mission. So this maybe, if you're John Wismap, this is the spot you need the offense to come back alive. 4, 5, and 6, or 2, 3, 4, and 5, I should say, have been consistent today. The rest of the lineup has been here and there. Morita's reached once, but has popped down twice. Soriano has reached twice with a hit and a walk, but has never come around to score. Phillips has been on 3 times, but none of them a hit yet so far. Gonzalez has been on twice, but hasn't come around to score. It's been the top of the order that's done most of the work. This ball hit in the air to center field. Coming in initially, but then going back is Burnham. Recovers nicely and makes the first play out of the inning. Give Chris Highland some heart palpitations on that one. One down, Janice Jimenez, who's been having an outstanding season. Haven't had a chance to talk about it today. 8th in the state in runs, 9th in the state in hits, 26th in the state in doubles, 2nd in the state in triples with 8. By all accounts, likely on her way to an All-American season, is on a 7-game hitting streak with a hit today in 3 at-bats. $14 for her last 33 over the last 10 coming in. So now 15 hits and 36 at-bats. With 11 runs batted in, 15 runs scored. She swings and smashes this into left center field. That'll bang off the wall on one hop. She'll be in with a stand-up double. And the tying run in scoring position for COC here in the 6th inning. Here's Krista Vierik, who has driven in 3 of Canyon's runs so far today. Vierik, 2 singles, 3 runs batted in. This ball hit on the ground towards first. So productive out from Vierik, but now there's 2 away. Chris Highland got to talk to the entire infield here. It's Jordan Shepard now, who's singled, doubled, and driven in a pair, trying to tie the game back up at 8. Shepard has a 4-pitch walk. They tried to throw behind Jimenez. And now Giselle Marita, who's 0 for 3 today, will come to the plate. So big spot here for the freshman. Just the 2nd walk of the day issued by Erica Denise. Lefty takes the first pitch away. Denise has not found the strike zone on her last 5. That went in for a strike once again. The way John Wismath's face looked, I think Jordan Shepard missed a sign. Either her or Giselle Marita did. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Marita. Swings at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2. You would think with Jimenez, who has 19 stolen bases on the season at third, and Shepard, who runs all right with 4 stolen bases, John Wismath might try and steal that run with 2 away, but instead he'll let Marita swing for it. This one a chopper towards second. Wagner pitches, and that'll end the inning. So Canyons gets a 1-out double from Janice Jimenez, but nothing else. We go to the 7th in an 8-5 ball game here from Whitten Field. Eight-7 here in the 7th. Martinez, Valenzuela, and Denise scheduled up for Chris Highland. Canyons maybe their best chance to tie the game after giving up the lead with 2, 3, and 4 coming up in the last half. Had a 1-out double from Janice Jimenez, but could not advance her to the plate. Looking ahead, they'll have 7, 8, 9, and Soriano, Phillips, and Gonzalez, who have 2 hits between them so far today. This ball popped up. Jordan Shepard will come in to make the play, as there were 3 Canyons defenders moving toward it, including the pitcher Anais Perez. One down for Tatiana Valenzuela. Valenzuela 0 for 3 today. Did walk and score back in the 2nd. Swings at the first pitch. That's a fair ball up the first base line. Neither of the umpires have signaled. So right now it's a base hit. And they will say no, it is a foul ball. Chris Highland now wanted to talk to Scott Matthews, the home plate umpire. As the ball was over the head of Jacobson, it wasn't hit quite hard enough to really get far enough up the line for it to be Jacobson cleanly on the call, I think. Chris Highland gets an explanation, and we'll go back to work. No replay in the 3C2A. You will probably never see that at this level. Just don't think it is in the cards ever. I'd say in terms of that discussion, I know it's arrived in the NCAA, but the 3C2A, the budgeting just not there. At the community college level, I think you'd be more apt to see a third umpire out on the field potentially before you ever get a replay system. This ball popped up, foul territory, straight back, and Phillips can't find it and make the play. So new life for Valenzuela. Second time today there's been new life for a hitter on a pop-up in foul territory. Last time it happened, it was Melanie Mora, and it hurt it was Rachel Lowry back in the third, and she ended up coming around to score. Never give batters extra life. This one hit on the ground towards Shepard, tried to backhand it, now fires and gets her just in time. Shepard made that one a little harder than needed, but got the out nonetheless. 2 away for Erica Deniz. The pitcher had a solo home run off Akane Gonzalez in the 6th. Gonzalez right now on the hook. Kazana East Perez trying to get Canyons back into hit, just trailing by a run. This one hit on the ground towards short, and it kicks off the glove of Lujano. Right at Melinda Lujano, but an extended inning now. Third error of the ballgame on Canyons. 55 errors now on the season for the Cougars. Deniz reaches on the error. Melanie Mora, who singled back in the first, walked and scored in the 6th. Trying to make the error now hurt. Runner in motion here. Phillips' throw was right at the bag, but Lujano again, a little glove trouble, couldn't handle it. Don't know if it would have gotten Deniz, as the throw was just on the third base side of the bag. .44th stolen base against this season for the Canyons defense. Mora now waits on a 3-1, hits a chopper towards first. Giselle Marita grabs and steps on first. So Canyon's chasing one. We go to the ninth, the bottom of the 7th. Last licks for COC. They'll send 7, 8, and 9 to the plate to face Erica Denise here, trying to find a way to come from behind now late in the ball game against LA Mission. Soriano, Phillips, Gonzalez. Canyon's chasing a run. And you need base runners here facing Erica Denise. You got 5 off her in the first, 2 off her in the second, but you've been held down since as she settled in. Since that first 2-inning explosion from Canyons. Canyons just 3 hits and a walk. Soriano, though, sharply singles back up the box. Leadoff runner aboard. Sorry, we were on the wrong camera. We'll get you collected around now. Good swing from Jasmine Soriano here. John Wismath will come down to talk to Amber Phillips. So now you can potentially get back around to the top half of the order here. Phillips bunting, got her bat on the ball, a sacrifice bunt for Amber Phillips. And the tying run now in scoring position for Canyons and 1 away. One down for Yahali Gonzalez, who singled back in the 3rd. Gotta have a couple of hits here. You can't afford outs at this point. Canyons down to their final 2 outs. Gonzalez first pitch swinging a base hit to right field. Soriano will stay at 3rd. Runners will stay on the corners. And you flip the lineup with 1 away. Back to the top of the order we go. So 7, 8, 9, putting runners in good positions here. 2 hits and a sacrifice bunt. Chris Highland going to make a change. And Belinda Lojano will face a new pitcher here, I believe. And I want to say it might be Monse Zapata. She's the other. So Monse Zapata, who's the other heavily used pitcher on the LA Mission roster, 21 appearances this season, 9-11 with a 5.37 ERA, has pitched in 103 innings. He's given up 105 runs, 79 of them earned, with 60 walks and 44 strikeouts. Will take over here as she'll become the pitcher. Denise becomes the DP. Canyon's going to pinch run for Jasmine Soriano. Lots of changes coming here. So Denise leaves. Up 8-7. Runners on corners. With one out. And Belinda Lujano now to the plate. Singled in the second, is 1 for 4 today. For Canyons, they're going to pinch run with Michelle Melendez over at third base. For Soriano as a fly ball from Merida. But at this point, tie the game. Zapata's first pitch, a chopper towards second. It gets off the body of Mora, and we are tied at 8-all. Canyon's still in business with runners on first and second. As an RBI for Merida as she reaches on an error. And now the game-winning run out at second base. So here's Jocelyn Jimenez. Takes the first pitch. 8-8 with one away in the seventh inning. Jimenez a single and a run scored back in the first. Is 1 for 3 today. But has a chance to drive in the go-ahead run with Yahali Gonzalez, who's speedy out at second base. Takes a called strike. It's 1-1. So at the very least, we're going to play extras here. Jimenez fouls it away off to the left. And barring a double play ball, which, again, Mission's only turned 4 of them this year. Thought they might have had a chance there on the Lujano ground ball. But you will see at this point Janice Jimenez in this inning unless a crazy double play happens. This one hit on the ground. Mora to second for 1. Wagner gets taken out on the slide by Lujano. Does a good job to just make sure it stays runners on the corners and 2 away. But it will bring Janice Jimenez to the plate with a chance to... Now they're going to talk to Kent Jacobson here. See if there was defensive base runner interference. I don't think Chris Hyland's going to get that call. As Lujano did not slide off the bag, she came over the back side of it, but was still touching the bag the entire way. So we're runners at the corners here. And Janice Jimenez has a chance to walk it off here for Canyons. If you're the Cougars, this is the right hitter in the right spot. 2 away, runners on the corners, a base hit will end the ball game. First pitch from Zapata in for a strike. Jimenez 2 for 4. Single and a double and a run scored, and a run batted in as well. Runners on the corners here in the 7th. takes. Zapata fires hard with an extra oomph behind it. For Denise, she's still responsible for Yahala Gonzalez at third. He's still on the hook. Jimenez waits on a 1-1, takes away 2-1. Krista Vierik stands behind with 2 hits and 4 at-bats and 3 runs batted in today. So it does not get any easier for Monse Zapata. Behind Janice Jimenez, who's one of the best hitters in the state. 54 hits now on the season. 2-1 pitch. Misses down and it's 3-1. So now you're looking one spot if you're Jimenez. Something you can deposit safely in the outfield to score Yahala Gonzalez. It's got to be a base hit with 2 away. 3-1 on the way. 3-2 and the count is full. Jocelyn Jimenez will get a head start on the 3-2, but she does not matter. With no pickoffs in softball in terms of from the pitcher, you're really just worried about the batter and the pitcher right now. Zapata will come on a 3-2. Jimenez swings and pops it up on the infield. Wagner will make the play. We'll go to the 8th. Extra innings here from Whitten Field. Bonus baseball here from Whitten, or bonus softball here from Whitten Field. We go to the 8th inning. 8-8 ball game. Anais Perez in the circle. She'll face Wagner, Nora, and Lowry. The Canyons tied it back up in the 8th. Book closed on Akana Gonzalez. She is off the hook. Same right now for Erica Denise. Two balls, no strikes here to Wagner, who singled back in the 6th, came around to score, part of that 3-run 6th inning that gave LA Mission an 8-7 lead. This one popped up back of second base. It'll actually get into right field where Krista Vierik will make the play. 1 down. One down for Andrea Nora. A single and a run scored back in the 2nd. 1 for 2 with a walk, sacrifice as well. Takes a called strike. A 1 misses. 2-1, hit on the ground towards short, and again off of Belinda Lujano. Another base runner here for LA Mission. Here's Rachel Lowry with a runner on and one away. Scored a single for Andrea Nora. Lowry ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Anais Perez, who started the game, was taken out in the 2nd. Came back in the 7th. Or actually, excuse me, came back in the 6th with 2 outs. This one a chopper. Tough play for Lujano. It's a base hit. So here's Monse Zapata now. Back-to-back LA Mission hits. Zapata foul down the first base side. Could have potentially been a play for Giselle Merida. Zapata 2 hits today in 3 at-bats, including a double, which drove in 2 runs back in the 6th. Trying to do it again here with runners at first and second. Nora at first, Lowry at second, both on hits that potentially could have been outs. Two-strike pitch just misses down and away. Looking ahead for Canyons, and they were half of the 8th inning. Eric Shepard and Merida. Just a matter of if they're going to be chasing runs or if it'll be one to win it. Count back even to 2-2. Zapata, not a lot of at-bats this season. Just 3 coming into today, which is interesting. This one fouled away. Again, we go 2-2 here. This one a chopper towards short. Merida pitches to second. They say the runner is out at second base. So Rachel Lowry out at second. Umpire's going to talk now. Out remains. 2 down in the inning. Runners go to the corners. And a pinch hitter here for Adriana Hernandez. Victoria Gomez for LA Mission going to pinch hit. Gomez this season, 16 hits and 49 at-bats, hitting .327. Hits in the 8th with 2 away. Runners at the corners for Mission. The go-ahead run in Nora at third. Zapata over at first. This one hit right at Jordan Shepard, who makes the play. So a scare for Canyons in the 8th. You can re-enter Hernandez if you're keeping track at home. Mission leaves 2 on. The Cougars will go with 4, 5, and 6 here via Eric Shepard and Merida. Some noise from over behind us at Mike Gillespie Field. Canyons and LA Valley College in baseball over there. See what's happening right now. We're in the bottom of the 9th in that ball game. A quick one over there compared to this, what has turned into a marathon for softball. 2.5 hour game. Baseball Canyons runners on the corners and nobody out in a 6-5 ball game where they trail. And we're at Mike Gillespie Field trying to get the stat sheet to tell us who's at the plate. Chris Collado at the plate. Bottom of the 8th here for Vierik. Takes the first pitch from Zapata, misses up. Vierik 2 hits, 3 runs batted in, and 4 at bats. Swings and lifts this ball in the air to center field. Burnham patrolling makes the play. One down for Jordan Shepard. Remember the last LA Mission win in 2023, a 9-5 game in 9 innings. I believe, if I have my memory correct, which is always potentially dangerous, I believe that was the longest game in recent history between these two teams. We only go back in our record book, unfortunately, to 2012, 2013. As we've been compiling that over the last couple of years, and it just takes a while. This ball popped up foul, out of play. Shepard pops this one up, foul territory. Lowry, the third baseman, makes the play. So 2 down. Yep, longest game. Twice they've gone to 9 innings. Last year, a 2-1 LA Mission win at home in 9 innings over Canyons. Mission has won both the 9-inning games. There's Giselle Marita with 2 away. Could they make it a third and just their second win here at Whitten Field since 2013? Zapata misses, 1 ball and 1 strike. This ball a chopper towards second. Wagner on to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Monse Zapata. We go to the 9th. Continuing on. Bonus softball here from Whitten Field. 8 all.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
Mission will bring Martinez, Valenzuela, and Denise to the plate to face Anais Perez here in the 9th. Martinez, a couple of hits and 4 at-bats today. Trying to get it started for Mission here in their 9th. Fouls the first pitch off of Phillips. Perez, after struggling through the first portion of the game, gave up a hit in the first inning and then gave up 4 runs in the second before she was lifted. Has come back in and settled in rather nicely. This ball hit on the ground right at Jordan Shepard. Scoops it, fires one away. Tatiana Valenzuela coming to the plate now. No hits today in 4 at-bats, 5 plate appearances. She has scored a run as she walked in the second and came around to score. Still looking for her first hit of the ball game. Working here in the 9th. Waves at a rising changeup from Anais Perez. Now chops the pitch down and away, foul. 2 quick strikes on Valenzuela, who's struggled at the top today. The top 2 hitters in the order in Denise Valenzuela, just 1 hit, and that was the Denise home run back in the 6th. First strike out of the ballgame for either side is a called strike 3. First K for Anais Perez. First K for either side in the ball game. And here's Erica Denise. This ball popped up in the air. Center field, Jimenez will make the play. That'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 inning for Anais Perez. We'll go to the bottom. Canyons will send 7, 8, and 9, which counted for the tying run back in the 7th. Here's Soriano to lead things off. Two balls, no strikes here to Soriano. Singleton came around to score the tying run back in the 7th. Or actually, excuse me, it was Melendez that came in to score, but it was her getting on base that allowed Melendez, who pinch ran for, to come around. 2 balls, 1 strike. Monse Zapata, since coming in, hasn't given up a hit yet. Came in to face the leadoff hitter in Belinda Lujano in the 7th inning, who reached on an error, and that ended up being enough to bring around a run. Soriano, a one-hopper right at short. Mora will fire it to first, 1 away. Good swing from Soriano, though. Squared it up. Here's Amber Phillips with 1 away. Phillips no hits so far today in 3 at-bats. It's been aboard twice. The 3rd time doesn't actually count as being aboard base, even though she hit into a fielder's choice and would have been on first, but it ended the inning. No balls and 1 strike. That one in the dirt. Back-to-back pitches in the dirt. Zapata now needing to lock herself back in. Two, 1 in for a strike, 2-2. Holly Gonzalez waiting in the on-deck circle. And then if you can get back to the top of the order potentially. I think the only issue for John Wismath is he's already pinch run for Amber Phillips today. Did that back in the 5th when she reached on a fielder's choice with one away. This one a sharp line drive down the third base side. That's a base hit. Phillips will round. She'll try for second. Hernandez's throw not going to be in time. And now if you're John Wismath, the question is, do you pinch run for your catcher knowing you can't re-enter her? But she's at second base in scoring position with a one away in the top of the order coming back around after Holly Gonzalez. A double for Phillips, the first hit yielded by Zapata. Holly Gonzalez a couple of hits today. They'll let Phillips stay in there to run. Gonzalez a single in the 7th and a single in the 3rd. First pitch swinging a base hit to left field. They're going to send Phillips as it gets by the left fielder Hernandez, and she scores. Holly Gonzalez walks it off in the 9th for Canyons. They win it 9-8. Back-to-back doubles in the 9th for Canyons. Holly Gonzalez and Amber Phillips bring Canyons another win. They take it 9-8 here from Whitten Field. That'll do it for us. We thank you for following along. We hope to maybe see you in a playoff game. If not, we'll see you at baseball next week against LA Mission on Thursday. Have a good one.